everybody, and welcome to my tutorial on how to install Mac OS X 10.9, which is Mavericks. This is the Apple Developers Preview Goldmaster GM. So pretty much this is the cream of the crop OS X system that's going to be released within a few weeks to a month. I'm not sure. Okay, what we're going to do is install this on USB drives, externals that I have. You can do this on a flash drive, but I choose to use these externals. So what we're going to do is go to Utilities. Then we want Disk Utility. And what we want to do is partition one of those drives. So I'm going to use that 1 terabyte Seagate expansion. So what you're going to do is go to Partition. We're going to use, for current, we're going to use one partition. Go to Options, make sure the GUID partition table is marked. Hit OK and hit Apply. So there you go, you hit partition. This should take a few seconds, if not a minute. Okay, so once that's done, you'll have the window coming up from OS X that I have installed previously asking if I want to back up a Time Machine. I just say don't use. Okay, so I'm going to minus this window because we're going to probably need it again, which we will. What you want to do now is bring up Terminal. And what we're going to do is I have a text file here, which I'll put in description below. What this is to show all files on the OS X system, that I have. So Apple C, what I'm going to do is put in here, Apple V, and then I'm going to hit Enter. So now it's going to show all my files on
Files revealed.
See, files revealed. Okay, so now I'm going to hit Quit Terminal. Okay, so now what we want to do is open up the folder here, Apple Mavericks, the one I got from the Developers Preview. And once you have extracted the DMG file, you want to right click, Show Package Contents. Okay, and then you want to go to Contents. Then we're going to go to Shared Support. Then you're going to click on the Install ESD DMG file. Now this will take quite some time. It could take like 3 or 4 minutes. So once that has extracted, it takes a while. You right click, then you open the base system DMG. And again, this does take some time. So I'll be back so we don't waste any recording time here. Okay, so once that's done, this window opened. It's the OS X base system. Now you want to go to Utilities again. Then you want to go to Disk Utility. And then you're going to go to, click on the base system DMG. Go to Restore tab. So you want the base system DMG file in the source. Your destination, which my drive is the USB, it's the untitled one. Just drag it over and then hit Restore. It's going to ask you to erase it. Then you have to put in your password, of course. And then that will restore. And then you'll have a bootable OS X system, Mavericks 10.9. Okay, so once that is done, you can navigate to your USB flash or USB drive that you just created in the restore on the OS X base system. Just double click it. Then you want to click on System, go to the installation, and you want to delete the alias package file and get rid of that. Okay, once you have deleted that package file alias, you want to go back to the OS X install ESD. And what you want to do is open up your OS X base system, and you want to go to your system in that folder, and then you want to go installation. Now what you want to do in the OS X ESD, I'll move the window down so you can see, is drag this folder, packages, into the installation on the OS X base system. Now in my case, I already done it, so it's going to ask me to replace the file, which I won't. It's a big file. It's about 4.8 gigs, I believe, if not 5 gigs. So it's going to ask me, but I'm not going to replace it. So that's what you do with that. Okay, what we're going to do is put our computer back to original state that it was earlier. Remember how we had to bring up that text edit in terminal, and we had to get the files revealed. So now it shows the files that shouldn't be. These are supposed to be hidden files. So what you do is open up your text file, the one I created anyways. Now this value here that says true in the string, you want to change that to false, all capital letters. And then what I'm going to do is Apple A, which is Apple All. So that selects all. Then I'm going to go Apple C, which is Apple Copy. So then I'm going to go to Utilities, and we want to go back to Terminal. Okay, what we're going to do is go Apple V, so that's Apple Paste. And then what we're going to do is hit the Enter key, and it's going to get rid of all these files. It's going to hide files again. So it's going to say files revealed, and you'll see on my desktop that they will go away.
Files revealed.
There we go. So that's gone. Now you can kill terminal, quit, and your text edit, you just quit. You can change these values if you want to do the reinstallation again. So that'll bring up your desktop to show files again. So you quit that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to log off to this Mountain Lion operating system that we're running right here. Turn off the machine completely and leave all these drives connected, the ones that we created, the OS X base system, and the one I have formatted. This will be my boot up system after I use this to install it into there. So when we turn on the computer, after you hear the chime, we're going to hold the Option key, and we hold it until you see the boot menu come up, and you'll see this OS X base system, and you'll see this Mac OS X Mavericks HED that I created, and of course you'll see the Mountain Lion. We want to boot off the OS X base system. Okay, now that we have started up our machine and we booted off with the Option key on the keyboard, it's going to bring up the list of the bootable hard disk, which will see the OS X base system, which is right there. Then you'll see my Macintosh hard drive, which has Lion on it. We don't want to install there. So if you use the keyboard, the keys, the left, right arrow keys, you'll select the OS X base system, and then you're going to hit the Enter key. And what will that do is it'll boot up the installer. So once we do that, it's going to ask us for a destination. So we're going to install it into that hard drive I was showing you in the previous video. What I called it was Mavericks OS X 10.9, I guess. That's where we're going to put the installation disk. Okay, now that we have the Install OS X screen, what we're going to do is hit Continue. Then there's the license agreement. You can read it if you want. Okay, now there's the destination that I created. It's the Mac OS Mavericks disk. That's where I want to install the Mavericks. So from the base OS X, we want to click on it, and then it's going to install. So this might take some time. So once this is ready, I will be back with another video. Okay, the operating system has booted up now, and now we're just going to wait for the setup menu. Obviously, you'll see you pick your destination where you live, Canada, US, and then your keyboard layout, and your basic setup pretty much for any OS X system when it comes to setting up. So on the next video, we're going to show you the screen flow of on-demand on the screen inside Mac OS X Mavericks.
Mac OS X 10.9.
Well, there you have it, folks. I booted off this Mac OS X Mavericks HDD. After the setup screen in the previous video, I restarted and I held the Option key and I booted on to OS X Mavericks. So next time I restart or shut down, it'll just boot off this drive. Okay, just before we get started on a few things here, just like to show you that about this Mac. There you see it, OS X version 10.9. Also, there's another new feature here. If let's say you open up a window, a Finder window, just hit Apple T on your keyboard and it'll open up tabs. So Apple T, Apple T, and all these tabs will open up here. Just like Safari browser. It's a really nice feature. I really like it. Okay, another good feature, a really nice feature I like is this Maps. This is one nice app. Now, if you go, I think it's Apple F, but I will go up here and I'll enter full screen. It gives you the full screen of your maps. Now, there's the city of Toronto, of course. That's what I put down when I started playing around with this Maps feature. And you can actually pan your 3D and you can actually pan all the way around if you want. 360. Very nice app. I like this. Of course, your search address bar is up top. So let's say you want to type in Empire State Building. And it starts searching there and it'll bring you right there. And of course, you got to zoom in whatever you want to see. And then you do your pan. No, you got to put on the 3D. There we go. 3D. Don't forget your 3D, like I did. Now there's New York. Now that is nice. Anyways, that is another feature that they added to OS X. Another nice app they added to OS X Mavericks is iBooks. A lot of people like iBooks. Myself personally, I don't get iBooks, but I have a lot of people asking me that I know of friends and coworkers. And well, there they have it. If they get Mac OS X, you get the iBooks. So you can scroll down and everything. It's got all different varieties, and you got your categories right here. And then, of course, search as usual. So you want to search anything. And that's iBooks. Very nice feature for people who likes iBooks. Now I know there was this feature in Mountain Lion. If you go down to the dock, if you control click, you can position your dock to the left or the right, but it wouldn't leave this chrome effect down here. It would go black if it was to the left or the right. So if you do it in Mac OS X Mavericks, that chrome effect still stays in there. That's one feature they changed. Now on Mountain Lion, I don't think there was any third-party apps or software that you could do it. There probably is out there. I'm not sure. I never looked, but this feature's already added, so you don't have to worry about it. That's another feature added to OS X. Okay, I'm going to wrap this video up by taking you onto Apple's website here. Then you can go there and read more intense stuff on the new OS X Mavericks. So pretty much the basics is what I showed you. Is iBooks is new. Then you have Maps is new, which is a nice feature. Calendar's got a whole new look. Safari's got more enhancements and a new look. Then we have the iCloud keychain, which I did not do in the presentation. Multi-displays. Notifications, that has changed up in your sidebar. Finder tabs, which is new. Another nice feature. Then you have tags, which I did not show you also in the presentation. So what you can do is go through their webpage here, and I can leave you the URL in the description and here on screen. And then you can get more intense to watch and read on stuff here on OS X Mavericks. Once again, I'd like to thank you very much for watching my tutorial on Mac OS X Mavericks 10.9.